The Iranians have been interfering in Iraq for some time now. We have ample evidence of their supplying extremists with weapons, training, perhaps even Iranian forces themselves. And this is just basic, that if they're using Iran as a safe haven, that our forces have a right, in pursuance of their right of self-defense, to go after the Iranians, even into Iran. And I think he makes an equally important point, that the Iranians have to see this as a risk that they run, not just with their interference in Iraq, but on their nuclear weapons program as well. Well, I think Iran is an equal opportunity supplier of terror. Certainly they are aiding the Shiites, but I don't doubt that they would be opportunistic enough to aid anybody they thought would be prepared to kill American troops.
Ambassador, it's not Joe Lieberman that's threatening to wipe an innocent country off the map and denying the Holocaust. He is the one with the aggressive rhetoric. I think your insights are very keen, sir, as are Senator Lieberman's. Thanks for being with us.
So what do you make of this latest word from Nicholas Burns? Let's skip to that for a moment, of the Taliban and Iran dealing with weapons and sending them to Afghanistan.
Well, if true, and I don't doubt it, this is proof that Iran will supply anybody, even Sunni extremists rather than Shias, who are out to harm the United States and harm our friends and allies. And I think this is a clear demonstration that Iran is feeling its oats. It's pushing out in a variety of fronts. It doesn't see anybody pushing back, including, sadly, the United States. And it's going to keep doing that until it does meet resistance.
Is Iran happy that Hamas is in control of Gaza? Were they behind it?
Iran actually gave the order because Hamas didn't have to rush that fast. They had the cabinet. They were doing well. My estimate is that the Iranian and the Syrians, of course, the coalition, the Axis, were the ones to tell Hamas, take over the Fatah position, create a Taliban-like state in Gaza, and then, destroy the peace process. That's the aim of Iran.
Given the nature of Iran's rulers, the declarations of the Iranian president, and the trouble the regime is causing throughout the region, including direct involvement in the killing of Americans, our country and the entire international community cannot stand by as a terror-supporting state fulfills its most aggressive ambitions.
Playing the refs, though one political expert recently noted the media may be his base. Senator McCain's campaign is already complaining about coverage biased against him. Bill Moyers will be here. And Mr. McCain's choice for manager of the Republican convention has a little problem just now. He was a lobbyist for Myanmar. These stories ahead, but first, the headlines breaking in the administration's 50 running scandals. Bush. Number 3, Siegelman Gate. You've heard about the jailing of the former Democratic governor of Alabama, Don Siegelman. Every new development underscores the likelihood that he was prosecuted to keep him from unseating the Republican who had succeeded him. He claims it was Karl Rove's doing. Now it involves Mr. Bush's head of the Office of Special Counsel, Scott Bloch. A week ago, the FBI raided Mr. Bloch's office, searched his home, and seized his computers, investigating possible obstruction of justice. Now it turns out that when career employees in Bloch's office opened a file on the Siegelman case, just to see if perhaps there was political targeting, Bloch personally ordered it closed down. Problem is, legally, it does not appear Mr. Bloch had any right legally to do that. No, you can have Mr. Siegelman's cell, Mr. Bloch. Number 2, Blackwater Gate. Despite its mercenaries murdering 17 Iraqi civilians last September, its contract to serve the State Department in Iraq has been renewed for at least one more year. State's rationalization for this? A, there aren't any other companies with 800 mercenaries on staff to serve as, quote, guards, unquote, in Iraq. And B, Blackwater is not facing any charges here or in Iraq for the slaughter in Baghdad last September. Of course, that is largely because the State Department helped make it impossible for them to face any charges here or in Iraq. And number 1, you do realize they are making this up about Iran Gate. Major General Kevin Bergner convened a news conference in Baghdad last Wednesday to list 20,000 items of ammunition, explosives, and weapons captured or uncovered by U.S. and Iraqi governmental forces in the last few weeks of fighting. 45 rocket-propelled grenades, 570 assorted explosive devices, 1,800 mortars and artillery rounds. The point? This was the big day. This was the day, according to the L.A. Times, that the American military was to show the media of the world the conclusive evidence that at least some of the weaponry used by Iraqi insurgents had been supplied by Iran. A U.S. military spokesman confirming to that newspaper that that's what the dog and pony show was to include. They were all ready to show off Iran's tangible responsibility for some of the haul of the machinery of death, to establish the link between American fatalities and Iran, trademarks or company logos or made in Tehran stickers or something. When U.S. explosives experts took a second look at all this stuff, they then said, none of this is from Iran. 20,000 blowing up things, hard count of those supplied by Iran, 0. Percentage of the whole imported from Iran, no percent. Amount of tangible evidence linking Iran to anti-American uprisings in Baghdad, none. You do realize they are making this up about Iran.
If this were a dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator.